shakes. The water is rising in the lakes. The clouds they gather, the winds tonight. I can feel it in the air, it's coming all right. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Flash across the screen, nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. To like and share. Say hello to David and Mark. Get ready, the show is about to start. Keeping you informed at every update so you can stay safe and feeling great. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. And share. Storm warnings flash across the screen. Nature's power in all its scenes. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share.
I can't help it. stomp my foot every time that music plays.
It is very catchy, and we
Yeah.
are very blessed by the guy who decided to do that for us.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. John Martin, he's become a very good, close associate, and we hope to have future things. In fact, if you guys hang around for the credit roll, you'll find some new stuff there too. So watch the credit roll through, and we actually have a closing credit song. So anyway, hope you guys like it. I would be interested in knowing what you think. And looks like I've got Joe, Tin Can Ham. Hey, Joe, we got your shirt here. Whenever you want to come pick it up, well, come back tomorrow because we're going to be here. We're going to be leaving here in a little bit. And we have Linda McElrath, and she says she loves this music. Chris Meacham says, good afternoon. Sunny buddies at my church today with a big Easter egg hunt. They're having date New Work Fellowship 4 to 6. Okay, we gave you a plug there, Chris. Clarissa May, love the new music. Thank you. There's my good friend Harley. Hey, Harley, I hope you've had a great day. And Chris Meacham says the music makes you want to boogie. It does me too. And
It does.
Carol Bryant says hello from Allegree. Judy Bennett, hello David Mark. What a lovely day. And Connie Kanzler.
Oh, it
says,
certainly is.
yeah, Connie Kanzler said David Mark, I love the new music. Sheila Edgar says, wait, can we hear the intro again? You know what? I think we're going to make that available for download to an MP3. I got to figure out how to do it, but we some of us have talked. I think that's kind of what we're looking at doing, but we may give you that one. We've got some others though that I don't know. Who knows? We might put it all into a big album or something. But we've got a lot of stuff going, and I mean, we're so busy, and we've got big news on the horizon. It's going to blow you guys away. You guys, oh my gosh, Dave Powell, how did you do that? I said, well, it ain't me. It's just we're destined. Okay. There's Caleb Eaton says, love the music. Hope y'all are having a fabulous day. And Sheila Snyder says, hello, David Mark. Such a gorgeous afternoon. And Harley says she's loving this weather. I know you are, Harley. And Virginia.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yes, sir. Virginia Poland says, hello, everyone. Mary Vorvis, there's a good friend, Mary. She says, hi, David Mark. Connie Castler, please like the live, everyone. And Connie is a good friend. She has been for a long time. And I'm glad to see all you guys. So we came on to do, this is our normal Sunday update. Let's see if I can get centered here. My camera keeps getting turned. Let me twist it just a little. Maybe that's a little better.
That's better.
Yeah, I look like somebody. I zoomed it out a time. I may have zoomed it out a little too far, but anyway, it's me. You can see me now. So, Mark, did you do anything spectacular yesterday before we came in today?
Oh, I introduced my lawn to the mower for the first time this year.
Well, I introduced mine to the lawn for, might as well said the first time. It was knee high, just about, from all the rain we had. And man, I worked myself silly yesterday. I'm every bone in my body is aching. And
I understand that.
I get up, looks like I belong in a wheelchair or something. So, oh my gosh, I can't move. I sprained my wrist, hurt my shoulder. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Jacob E. says, hey guys, hope you all are doing well. Looking around Saturday and Sunday of next week. Seems like it will be interesting. And, we were talking about that, Mark. He's done got ahead of us.
Yes, we were.
He must be a little bit knowledgeable on the weather. But so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a pretty decent week. Hopefully we'll have more days like this. So do you want to go into the weather and tell them what we can expect this week?
Sure. Well, tomorrow shouldn't be too bad of a day starting off. But then by 1 p.m., we do start picking up a slight chance of showers, about a 20% chance through tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. Won't be much. You may hear a rumble of thunder or two, but it's not going to be severe or anything. Winds are going to be gusty, up around 24 mile per hour gusts. And again, we're looking at a high, probably up in the mid to upper 70s. Just like today, we're also in the mid to upper 70s. Everywhere around is in the at least 75 and up at around 76, 77. Nice afternoon. But then the showers go away by Monday night, Tuesday. Still kind of breezy, high in the mid 60s. Wednesday, high in the upper 60s. Thursday, we get back up into the 70s. By Friday, we could be getting up close to 80. But you know what happens when we warm up, right?
Yep, we're gonna end up getting storms this time of year,
Yeah,
and
we could end up getting storms, and that'll be coming in Friday night and into the weekend.
so we have a little bit of rain coming in tomorrow evening, Monday evening, but it's not going to be a big deal. In fact, I've got the Storms Prediction Center up here. This is kind of what it looks like. We're just in a just plain old thunderstorm risk is all that is. That's nothing to be concerned about. Even the marginals off in eastern Kentucky, and a slight risk takes in the far northeastern Kentucky and West Virginia, where our good friend Dave is. He's not on with us yet.
Yeah.
But
what we were seeing today, watch out right along the Ohio River there on the Ohio and West Virginia border. That's an area that could get supercells and has a chance for tornadoes, but mostly straight line winds.
7161. Hey, all y'all. Me and my folks are rocking on the porch listening in. I tell you what. Now, Sheila, I've got some of the hempwork salve, and it does help, but I'd almost need to take a bath in it with this. I mean, there's not a place on me it doesn't hurt. Well, my little finger might not be hurting too bad, but everything else is miserable. But I'm going to be fine. It's just normal for this time of year. Okay, Sky Horn. Hello, sisters and brothers. Hello, Sky. Good to talk to you. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. As we go past this, let's see. Do we have the? Yeah, we've got the. Let's look at this outlook right here. Now, this is day 4, nothing. Day 5, we got a little slight risk up there in Iowa. That ought to be an idea that something is brewing. And look at day 6. Let's get back up here. There. Day 6, we've got a slight risk. It stretches all the way from the Great Lakes back to Texas. And this is from an upper level. Well, it's really several things, but part of it is there's an elongated trough moving in. It's going to be negatively tilted, which is always a sign that you could get better chance of severe weather with that. And we're not really hot on that. As we go into day 7 right now, they don't have anything. But I can tell you right now, this is going to expand. In fact, the Storms Prediction Center has said that they expect to expand that, didn't they, Mark, in their discussion?
Yeah, they said in subsequent forecasts they would have to put a 15% area in. They just weren't quite sure exactly where and to what extent.
Well, and, you know, I don't think we're calling the alarm too early because we said, last week that the last half of April, especially as go to the last couple of weeks of April, looks like it's going to be severe. And what I think is happening is we're going to get these up and down temperatures. And we'll have, like we got this week, we've got several, well, actually we have a cool down on Tuesday into Wednesday. It's just a little cool. And then it gets back up, temperatures shoot back up to where, like you said, near 80 by Friday and into Saturday. And that's just ahead of another system, the cold front coming in. As cold air keeps fighting its way into here. And that looks like that's going to continue off and on for the rest of the month and probably into the first part of May, because this severe stuff doesn't peak really till the end of May, to be honest with you. You know, the greatest day of the most tornadoes is May 26th. If you go back in history, May 26th is the day that has had the most tornadoes occur. So, go figure. I don't know. Let's see here. What else we got here? Let's look at this. This is we're expecting breezy conditions today. We've had them out there. It's been pleasant, but it's coolish in that wind. So we've got some gusty winds out there. They could gust as high as 30 to 40 miles an hour in southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. But really, generally, we're going to get about 25, maybe 30 gusts every now and then up across most of western Kentucky and southwest Indiana. And that's going to continue into tonight. In fact, the wind is what kept us getting that hard frost that we were expecting back, what was it? It was going into Saturday morning, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So we were expecting a hard frost and a lot of cold air. We were concerned about the plants, but the wind stayed up just a little bit higher than what they were expecting, and that prevented the frost. So, okay, you've learned a little bit of weather stuff there. A little light wind will prevent frost, and it'll also some clouds, of course, would prevent it. So there's something that maybe you learned. I don't know. April Lilly says, "Good afternoon, my favorite weather people. Just got in from ride on the bike, got a new helmet, so had to try it out." You know what that means? She must have had a bicycle wreck if she had to try it out. I hope you're okay, April. Let's see here. Tina says she's listening from Beachmont. Thanks for all y'all do. Now, I do want to tell you that some of you come in late. We're going to have a credit roll that is different too. So wait till you get into it, and then you tell us. I can see your chats after the credit roll starts. I don't necessarily go on and reply to it. So just tell me if you like the credit roll, the way the sound and the music with it. Just let me know. Okay, so the next thing is figured here. Okay. A lot of people says, you mean there's still got flooding? Well, yeah, because all these little streams that were flooding emptied into the big streams, and the big streams emptied into the rivers, and now you've got river flooding all along or part of the Oak Green, Ohio, and Little Wabash rivers. So, the flooding.
They still have water over a couple of roads down in South Christian County.
Sure do. And so major flooding is going to continue to be an issue for a while, but now hopefully with the drier weather we've got all the way up, most of this week I think will be pretty decent. Any showers we get is not going to be real significant, is it?
No, anything we get, and that's going to be basically Monday afternoon to Monday night. And there's only a 20% chance. It's not going to be a lot. If you get a shower right on top of you or a thunderstorm, a little thunderstorm right on top of you, you'll get a pretty good amount of rain, but usually that's never more than a half an inch. And most of us probably won't see more than a tenth or two.
Right. Jacob B says, I've seen a graphic that shows we're pretty above average with tornado count this year, but I'm glad it hopefully won't be like last year. Well, you're right. And I saw the same graphic. I think, if I remember right, you don't hold me to it, but it seems like our region had like 270 some odd tornadoes so far this year. I don't know if I'm accurate. I may not be accurate on that, but I do know that it has been an above average year for tornadoes. And so that's something that hopefully it won't be continuing, but, it's also a sign that we're in that really a more serious, severe season than what we have been in the past. 7161 says there's several roads still closed in Ohio County due to flooding. Thank you for that, 7161. So, yeah, overall, we're just going to have to keep going and see how things last. I'm looking to see if we've got Irwin back up.
No, we don't.
And have you checked to see if Spirit Lake is back up?
Last time I looked, it wasn't. I think their sensor is there, but their camera was still not up. You can go take a look. That's been a day or so.
What about Mount Shasta?
I don't think so either.
Well,
I don't know what happened to them, but they just decided, nope.
Yes, several of them are down and have not. Neither is Burnsville, North Carolina, has not come back up. So that severe event we had with all the rain and everything, that's what took those cameras out. At least it appears that way. We're going to be on a call with these guys here sometime this coming week, and we'll ask them about that and see what we can find out. But I'll go out here real quick and let's see if Mount Shasta is up, just for the heck of it. And no, it's not up either. So, okay, there was a nice thought. I do want to look real quick here at Abilene, because they said they were going to get some rain because, we're still getting some dust. There's a little bit, but not much. But they said that they're going to be getting some rain in this area. Hopefully they will. The temperatures out here, let me see what the temperature was at 92 degrees. They said some of them are going to get to 100 degrees out here. Man, I'm not ready for that kind of heat. I swear I'm not. But that's a little bit drier heat. I don't care. Even that and the dry heat's still hot to me. So anyway,
it's like saying the dry cold. Oh, it's a dry cold. There's no such thing. Right. It's cold.
But Mark, I'm telling you, if you don't do something about the storm shelters, Evan Miller says it's going to rain tomorrow for 42234. I don't think so. There's a small chance of rain in the evening. So, but even the Weather Service says a slight chance. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's our friend Dave. He says, hi, everyone. David and Mark are the best. So you're the best too, Dave. That's the reason you're a moderator. So if you find anybody acting up, shoot to them.
Yeah.
April Lilly says, snow wrecks. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, you watch out tomorrow. You are in a slight risk for severe weather
Yep.
up along the Ohio River there between Ohio and West Virginia. So keep your eyes and ears open.
Tornado threat's a little bit high there too, Dave. So anyway, April Lily says, no, Rex, just want a new helmet to match the color of our motorcycle. We finally got some good riding weather. Now, see, she didn't say motorcycle. First, she said bike, so I assumed bicycle. That's all right, April. I'm glad you got a good helmet to protect yourself. That's good. But, you know, everybody, I wanted to tell you that I talked to the guys from Mid-South Storm Shelters. You know, they have already sold well over 100 storm shelters just in the last few months alone. And they have a pretty good batch of things that, well, they've got some nice shelters, first of all, but I didn't realize they had two different types. They've got an above ground one, and a below ground one. So for those who can't get underground or go down the ladders or anything, they've got one that's above ground, and they're rated the same. They all can hold at least 10 people and maybe some pets, or maybe 12 small people, or I don't know, but those things are just absolutely, well, you need to have one, because in the middle of the night when a storm comes up, you don't have the luxury of going 10 miles away to a public storm shelter that probably doesn't take pets. And so what do? Well, you get your own. So take a look at this, and I'm going to have a new commercial the next time we run, probably I know I'll have it by Wednesday. So I've been working on it, but I haven't quite finished it yet. So take a look at this. What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South Storm Shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South Storm Shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. I almost cut them off too quick, but my finger got a little fast. I'm fast on the trigger finger. But anyway, when you call them, get your price locked in. They are behind a little bit, but they'll get to you. But if you will mention Weather and Wisdom channel to them, they will give you $200 off the price of your storm shelter. And believe me, that's a good price. And from what I understand, they are very competitive with the pricing. I like the quality of them from what I've seen, and folks that are on here that have those shelters absolutely love them. So I just want you to know, get that storm shelter before it gets too late and you have another severe event, then you're wondering what you're going to do. And also, here's another thing. We've had some hail and stuff like winds. Some of you have got roof issues and may not realize how serious it is, but what you can do is call Michael Vance Contracting Roofing, 270-707-ROOF. Very knowledgeable. I mean, I learn something every time I talk to him. Sometimes not even about roofs. He teaches me something. but he does have some teams ready to go out and help you guys. And so you need to give Mike a call, 270-707-ROOF. And also, he owns Lakeside Campground Marina. Believe me, you're going to want to know that place before long. When this weather gets on up there, you're going to say, hey, I love that. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, do I have that commercial here? Good grief, we changed so many things. I don't know if this is it or not, but I will. All right, maybe it's this one right here. Hang on. Is the hustle and bustle of everyday life getting to you? Now you can enjoy quiet, relaxing days filled with the natural beauty of Kentucky Lake and its abundance of activities. You can find that and more at Lakeside Campground Marina, located on Jonathan Creek on the western shore of Kentucky Lake. They offer a selection of lakefront campground sites and a full-service marina and many other amenities. If you love boating, fishing, or just getting away from it all, visit us online at www.visitlakesidecampground.com. Anytime my aches and pains act up. Good grief, I'm pushing all these buttons here, don't know what I'm doing. So Lakeside Campground, that's a good place to go and take it all in. I do want to mention that Kentucky Hemp Works is also on here. Let me see if I can find the button. Yeah, my buttons have all changed around. But I don't want to forget my friend Katie Moyer. She has some salve. She has fishing attractant. She has fire starter. She has all kinds of stuff on our store. If you can't find it there, you can contact them direct. But uh, you can definitely get a hold of them. It's all available on our online store at dpww.shop. And also, the shop Weather and Wisdom has apparel, shirts, and so forth. By the way, Tammy Tatum, I have your shirt here, so you can make arrangements to get it sometime tomorrow. And anyway, Christy Sanchez Robles, she says, "Hey, Dave, what about the weekend of the 25th? It's my wedding anniversary. Planning accordingly." Ooh, what do you know about that, Mark?
I was just looking at that a little bit earlier. That's the weekend that, well, it's not this weekend that's going to have the possibility for severe weather or anything, but the longer range model, the GFS, is showing it wet with highs in the mid to upper 70s.
Well, if it's wet and highs in the mid to upper 70s, it's more than likely another front coming in. That means
Yep.
possibility of severe weather, Christy. But if you check with us a little bit closer to it, we can give you a little bit better handle on it. Maybe hopefully early enough where you can plan something different. But anyway, Tammy Tatum says, "I want to make that song as her ringtone." Oof, I hadn't even thought about that. So yeah, where do you hear the closing credits? I like that song too. It's similar, but it's a little bit different voice and a slower tone. I think you'll like it. I hope so. So let's see here, Mark. What else do we need to do? Anything else that you know of? Are we in pretty good shape?
I think we're in pretty good shape. We've told everybody what the weather's going to be doing this week. Again, a little rainy on Monday night, possibly, not a high percentage, just 20%. And then just getting a little warmer as the week goes on, but we'll need to keep an eye on the weekend.
And uh, what I'm thinking is the frost? It's not over yet. The chance of frost is not over yet, right?
Probably not completely. I did see a few temperatures out farther that we could be down in the middle 30s again. And if that's the case, if conditions are right, even middle 30s, you can get some frost.
Yeah. So Dave said he was plant shopping at Walmart, but he didn't buy anything, and so probably a good thing, Dave. And I haven't planted anything. Gosh, I used to have one of the best gardens in the world. People would come far and wide try to beg me to get us some tomatoes, and now thanks to the deer, don't have much of a chance of growing them there unless I get it all raised and then fenced in. So I guess that's what I have to do if I'm going to have another garden. But I have been tickled that I have got some pawpaw trees that I had a deer tear up my pawpaw tree last year, and so I took some of the branches that broke off and I stuck them down in the ground, just spaced enough apart, in the off chance that they would take root. You know what? They took root. So they've got leaves on them. I've got several pawpaw trees, and I don't know if any of you know what they are. Some of you may remember from last year when I harvested some. I've got one tree that looks like it's going to have a lot on it this year. So some people like it, some people don't. I happen to be one that likes it because it tastes like what do you think, Margaret? Banana custard pudding or something?
A little bit. It does have a real creamy flavor to it and real juicy. Just a wonderful little fruit.
To me, it makes a bulldog break a log chain. But I've heard that they can make pies out of it. You got to do it quick because they only stay in season for about a week, maybe two at the most, and then
Yeah.
it's done. So,
And once you pick them or once they fall, they only last a day or two before
yeah,
they start going bad.
that's right. So you got to make use of it real quick. But they didn't last long around here. So
Nope.
Tammy Tatum, she never heard of it. So you've heard of picking up pawpaws, putting them in the basket, little childhood song, haven't you? Well, that's what they're doing. They're picking up pawpaws off the ground. And that's one of the few trees that's native to North of America that is like that. And so I thought you guys would like to know that. Is there anything else we've learned that we ought to tell them about? So
Yeah,
be a little
that
bit
song is
smarter.
back from pre-internet days. So
Well, of course it is, but All right, so I'm going to quit aggravating everyone. Maybe I'll teach you something next time. But anyway, so I reckon that's all we got to say. Mark, you got any final last words?
Everyone have a wonderful week. We will see you again Wednesday with our next update. Don't mind the showers and thunder showers too much, but if one comes up, make sure you take shelter. When thunder roars, go indoors. Don't get struck by lightning.
Oh, that's right. And also, don't forget, I'm fixing to play the credit roll. Take a listen to it, see what you think, and I'll watch for your comments, and then we will get on out of here. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see you, if not soon. I'll see you in my Facebook update probably tomorrow, and we'll see you for a regular update on here on Wednesday, unless something major comes up. So there you go. And here we go.
Our show, we've had such fun, but now must go. Every moment's been a delight. Until next time, we say good night. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Rain and hail as it pierces the air, but don't forget to like and share. Across the screen, nature's power in all it seems. Updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the news you